Stop learning. Just stop. Close the notebook, delete the Notion template. Stop searching for the ultimate morning routine. Stop trying to find the perfect framework to change your life. You already know exactly what to do. You've known for months, maybe even years. You're just using research as an excuse. Look at your life right now. You watch videos on how to be productive. You listen to podcasts about building wealth. You read books about discipline, habits, and mindset. You are consuming thousands of hours of high level advice from the most successful people on the planet. And yet, your reality looks exactly the same as it did a year ago. Why? Because you have fallen into the most dangerous trap in the modern era, the consumption addiction. We have gamified the feeling of progress. Every time you finish a 20-minute video on how to stop procrastinating, your brain releases a massive hit of dopamine. You feel inspired, you feel changed. You feel like you just did a hard day's work. You didn't build anything, you didn't write anything, you didn't create anything. You just sat in a chair and watched a screen. You're a spectator in the stadium of your own life, confusing the act of watching the game with the act of playing it. In this video, we're going to dissect why learning is keeping you stuck and how to escape the endless loop of preparing to start. We live in an era of information abundance, but an absolute famine of action. Think about how you treat your physical body. If you sat at a buffet and ate 10,000 calories a day, you never moved a muscle, your body would become sick, lethargic, and heavy. Your brain operates the exact same way. You are force-feeding your mind a daily buffet of life hacks, business strategies, and psychological breakdowns. But because you never output any of this information through action, you develop mental obesity. Your mind becomes heavy, sluggish, and paralyzed. It's referred to this as information overload, but it's worse than just being overwhelmed. When you consume too much advice, you experience a complete collapse of intuition. You wake up and think, should I do deep work now? Wait, someone said that I need sunlight in my eyes first. But the other person said that I need to suffer and run. But someone else said that I need to stack my habits. This is all just noise. You have consumed so many contradictory blueprints for success that you can no longer hear your own voice. You can no longer find your own blueprint. The tragic irony of the self-improvement industry is that it convinces you you are fundamentally broken and missing a crucial piece of knowledge. It whispers, you just need one more video, one more book, one more course, then you'll be ready. But you aren't missing anything. You aren't missing knowledge. You're drowning in it. Ignorance is no longer your bottleneck. Your bottleneck is execution. So why do we do this? Why is it so easy to binge 10 podcasts on entrepreneurship, but so agonizingly hard to write the first draft of a business plan? When you learn something new, your brain rewards center fires up. It feels incredibly similar to the dopamine release of actual accomplishment. Your brain cannot easily distinguish between the idea of success and the reality of it. This creates a phenomenon called vicarious achievement. When you watch someone else build a business, get in shape, or clean their life up, your brain chemically borrows their success. You feel the satisfaction of the end result without having to endure the friction, the failure, or the terrifying vulnerability of the process. It's like watching someone climb the highest mountain or do the hardest task on just an Instagram reel. They've worked years and months to prepare for this. They've toned their body and skills to be able to survive such an expedition. Meanwhile, all you did was watch a 30-second Instagram reel or a 10-second AI-generated TikTok. Let me be brutally honest with you and with myself. Organizing your Notion workspace is not work. Color coding your calendar is not work. Watching a tutorial on an editing software is not work. They are socially acceptable forms of procrastination. You use preparation as a shield to protect your ego, because as long as you are still in the research phase, you cannot be judged. You cannot fail. If you are forever the student, nobody can mock your masterpiece, because you haven't painted it yet. You are hiding behind your search history. You are using the pursuit of knowledge as a sophisticated way to hide from the terror of trying. The consumption addiction convinces you that you need a map before you can take a single step into the woods. You look at the giants of history, the investors, the leaders, the artists. Do you think the Wright brothers waited for a YouTube tutorial before they tried to fly? No, they had an idea and they violently collided with the reality until it worked. The self-improvement industry sells you the illusion of a smooth ride. It sells you the 5-step framework to guarantee success. It makes you believe that if you gather enough information, you can bypass the pain of failure. It's a lie. There is no framework that will save you from the messy, humiliating, exhausting reality of doing something new. You are going to look stupid, you are going to make the wrong choice, you are going to write trash code, bugs, and lose money. The people you are watching on screen didn't get there because they knew a secret hack. They got there because they were willing to endure the brutal friction of reality while you were sitting in your bedroom trying to optimize your sleep schedule. You don't need a perfectly optimized life to do great things. You just need to be willing to be uncomfortable. So how do we break this? How do we transition from a consumer to a creator? You do exactly what you would with any other toxic addiction. You go into withdrawal, you initiate an information fast. For the next 30 days, you're going to impose a ruthless embargo on self-improvement. No more podcasts on how to focus. No more videos on how to get rich. No more books on how to build habits. You are cut off. The buffet is closed. During this fact, you are going to implement the create to consume ratio. For every 1 hour you spend consuming content, whether it's entertaining or educational, you must spend 2 hours creating, building, or practicing. If you don't know what to do without a tutorial, guess. If you don't know how to write code, fail at it. If you don't know what the optimal way to lift weights is, just go pick up something heavy and put it back down. When you strip away the pacifier of endless tutorials, you will face a terrifying silence. The dopamine hit of passive learning will be gone. You will feel bored, agitated, and incredibly frustrated. Good. That frustration is the feeling of your brain, realizing it has to generate its own heat. It is the friction of the engine finally turning over. The only way to cure the paralysis of the modern world is to force yourself into the arena, unscripted and unprepared. I want you to think about the absolutely most important goal in your life right now, the one you keep pushing to tomorrow. If I put a gun to your head right now and told you to make progress on it in the next 10 minutes, would you ask me for a book recommendation? Would you ask me to watch one more video? You would just sit down and do it, because you already know how to do it, and what you should do. The secret you've been searching for in all these videos and all these books and all these podcasts, it doesn't exist. There is no secret. There is only the work. The time for learning is over. You have graduated. You have more than enough knowledge in your head right now to completely change your life. The universe does not reward potential. It does not reward research. It does not care how many books you've read or how perfectly you've arranged your digital notes. It only rewards motion. So I'm going to ask you to do something counterintuitive. When this video ends, do not click on another one. Do not scroll down to the comments. Close the tab. Close the app. Turn off the screen. Let the silence hit you. Feel the weight of your own existence. And within the next 10 minutes, just start. Pick up your pen and write your own story and prove your own worth to yourself.